Andrew, are you ready to talk about aliens and conspiracies and the CIA and all of this?
Sure. I don't know. Maybe.
So we're not going to talk about that, but we're going to talk about a guy who talks about that.
That's even better. Is his name Joe Rogan?
No. Well, no.
No.
So this is the first of a video series that we're wanting to start doing called What the Niche?
What the niche?
So today we're going to talk about the Y-Files. I wanted to do this video because honestly, this is like all that's hitting my YouTube algorithm right now.
You're just obsessed with conspiracy theories and aliens and CIA theories right
A
now.
little bit. But I like how this guy does it.
Yeah, for sure.
The host of Y-Files, his name is AJ Gentile.
Okay.
I have gotten super intrigued with him. I've liked his videos for a while, but I wouldn't always click on him because sometimes they would creep me out a little because he sounds like he believes everything that's coming out of his mouth.
Well, and he's also talking about wacky stuff. Like we watched the clip of when we were preparing for this episode on face peelers.
Yeah.
And an episode on the pyramids in Egypt being like fake or something.
Andrew, they're power plants.
Yeah, stuff like that.
They were never
Yeah.
tombs.
They were
power plants. And they're connected to the Mayan pyramids
Yes.
as well. They at one point gave free power to the whole world.
Got
but
you.
That'll be another episode. So these are very fringe topics. The reason that I like him so much is because what I learned. So he was on Joe Rogan and then he was on the Sean Ryan show. The thing I learned about AJ Gentile is he doesn't believe like 95% of the things he talks about.
So he presents it in such a way.
It sounds like he believes it because he's telling it as a story that happened.
Okay, that's very interesting. So he's telling the information in more of a story format so that the viewer can understand what exactly he's talking about.
And enjoy the story
For what it is.
And without bias.
Got you.
Because you
Interesting.
enjoy a story more if you're listening to it without bias, just hearing a story.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing that's interesting, he started this post-COVID. So he owned a podcast studio. He didn't even understand the amount of views that some of the people at his podcast studio were getting.
Oh, wow.
Like he was on Sunset Boulevard, had his studio. When COVID hit, it all shut down. And he's basically like, what do I do with my time? All these were topics that he was interested in. His wife comes to him and basically says, hey, like, you know, some of our people on YouTube, you can get tons of views. He's an older guy.
He's not super old.
He's probably 50s or something like
Maybe
that.
not even. He looks pretty like mid-40s.
What's the generation after millennial?
X.
He's like a Gen Xer, probably. His wife came to him and was like, you know, some of the people using our studio are getting millions of views. He's like, what? He had no
That's
clue.
crazy.
He started this post-COVID when he had time. He was looking for another way to make money, and he had been in the entertainment industry. He wanted to be like a Ryan Seacrest kind of person.
Oh, okay.
He wanted to be just like a host.
But for like conspiracy stuff specifically or just
He was
a host
kind
in
of
general?
in the industry over there and wanted to be a host, and his entertainment side of things was never fully working out for him.
Gotcha.
He got rejected by a lot of groups. He talks about this on the podcast. So anyways, he comes up with this format. He has Hecklefish, which is a funny thing. I found it super annoying for a while, and then I really started to like it once I understood the purpose of it.
No, is this one of those episodes where we make the skeptics look like idiots?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, good. I love those.
In about 4 years, he has over 5 million subscribers talking about
Dang.
fringe topics.
That's crazy.
Massive. In that niche, but then he's becoming massive as like a storyteller.
Yeah, well, and like if he's presenting it in the way that you're talking about, which is he's taking something like the pyramids were power plants, and he's presenting it in a unbiased manner, in that he's just telling you a story and explaining what people believe about that. One, just kind of inherently interesting, but then at the end you said he does something a little different than just saying like the story ends.
He's a really good storyteller, but he's also a researcher. So at the end of every Y-Files episode, AJ basically debunks a lot of what he has to say. It's funny because a lot of people don't want that part. He says in his analytics, he can see a lot of people click off during the debunking part
That's
of the
really
video.
funny.
So that's what I love about it. He's an unbiased storyteller, but then you're still going to get the facts at the end, and he's going to debunk it. He's done a lot of things like on, there was a hidden space program where supposedly there was extra Apollo missions and people actually went to Mars. It was called, I think it was called like Operation Red Sun. Such an interesting story. And there were actually films, and he was showing clips from these films where they went to Mars, right?
That's crazy.
And then at the end of this, he talked about this during his debunking thing. He searched NASA websites. He said 100 hours, so 2 weeks, just scouring NASA archives. and he found the actual footage that the filmmakers used to fake put this film together.
Yeah.
But he did it himself. 100 hours just to make that. It was like a minute-long part of the video just debunking things. And he said just that, like 1 minute, he spent 100 hours. So what I appreciate him, really good storyteller, but a strong, like, OCD researcher. Like, he wants to make sure that he's, like, if something's declassified, he's going to tell you that. Good storyteller, but he's trying to bring you the truth.
As much correct information at the end portion as possible.
And letting you decide what your belief system is without telling you what to believe.
That's very, very interesting. Dude, that's so cool.
I know. It's really good. So he's also on Patreon. He's got a really strong fan base. He also is big on Discord. So he has a massive Discord where people just talk about this. And he says this at the end of every video that every topic he discusses is picked by his audience.
Oh, that's really interesting.
So his audience is just like right there with him.
Very, very interactive video to audience pipeline.
Very, yeah. Patreon and Discord are two of his biggest. Here are comments from the Y-Files Project Red Sun, NASA's secret manned mission to Mars. Oh yeah, this is what I was just talking about. I appreciate the 100 hours of research for 4 minutes of footage. It's one of the strengths of this channel over any other channel.
100 hours is wild, bro.
Oh yeah. It's very respectful. Y-Files is one of the greatest things to ever come out of YouTube. Your 2 weeks for 4 minutes is a public service that should be recognized as such. Give this man a medal.
The level of research is actually pretty crazy because that's just for one video.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine the amount of research he has to do. Does he post weekly?
I don't think he's like
Not a regular post. No regular
It can
posting
be weekly though,
but it's not a regular posting
no, I think
cadence.
it's just when he gets them done.
That's pretty dope. But like even just doing 2 videos in a month, it's got to be an insane amount of work.
For sure. This person says, I cannot stress this enough. The quality of this channel should be the standard on YouTube. The interesting thing about this comment to me is that his set is nice, but it's still pretty simple. It's one camera.
Mm-hmm. It does look like the right half of it is like a lot of 3D work with like the Hecklefish setup and like essentially the right third of the screen feels like not real.
Almost like CoffeeZilla.
Yeah, almost like CoffeeZilla stuff. Yeah.
All right, I'll read like 2 more. I'll find some short ones. Another classic style Y-Files video with no terrible fictional AI written storyline. Thank you. This is exactly what we want and like. That's actually a great one to end on.
That's a really good, and it's honestly very interesting. I think that's going to be the reason that he has longevity on this.
He's doing the research. It feels human. It's actually kind of old school in a way because it almost feels like something I would have watched on a TV show.
And it feels like old school journalism too. Like it feels like
true journalism.
70s, 80s journalism.
Yeah, for sure. So all that to say, thank you for letting me talk about.
Yeah, dude.
Because like we're always trying
This is super cool.
We're always trying to find topics that we want to talk about. And then I was looking at my algorithm and I'm like, for like months, all I've been watching is Y-Files guy and I haven't even talked about it. Probably because I feel like weird talking about fringe theories. But like this guy has created a huge living for himself and he's being very authentic to who he is. And like, he's just an incredible storyteller.
It also goes to show that if you enjoy it and you're a fan of a thing, anything can work on YouTube if you present it correctly.
For sure. Don't be afraid of the fringe theories you enjoy looking at.
Go get weird out there.
Yeah.
And also, if you like these types of videos, the comment reaction videos, the profile videos, check out this one over here.
And subscribe.
I promise you, it's really cool.
Thanks.